Dunkeld and Birnam. For most of the part of this journey you'll be travelling alongside the River Tay, or its tributary, the River Tummel. These rivers flow through flat valleys in which crops grow and animals are pastured. The woodlands and forests of the estate farms provide a soft green cloak to the increasingly hilly landscape. Water is abundant in the north and west of Scotland. The area has a reputation, shall we say, for rainfall. There are hundreds of clear lochs hidden among the mountains, and equally numerous are the fast-flowing rivers and waterfalls rushing down towards sea level. Roddy McLean, Gaelic journalist and broadcaster, can really bring these landscapes to life with his understanding of the meaning of their various names.
Well, as you move north from Dunkeld, you'll come across a whole lot more water of various sorts, and there are numerous Gaelic words describing different water bodies. Avin is a river, but here in the Central Highlands, Uisce is used a lot for rivers as well, and Uisce is simply the Gaelic for water. But the most common word in Gaelic for a burn is alt, and you'll see things like Altmore, the big burn, Altbig, the little burn, and you'll notice in Gaelic that it's the name of the object that comes first, and the descriptor or adjective comes second. We have names like Altgara Vroich, the burn of the rough bank. Altnafe Heshilich is the burn of the bog where the willows grow. And then there's loch itself, of course, and it's such a characteristically Scottish word because it originated in Gaelic. And on the journey on the train you'll pass several lochs, including Loch Inch, Loch Inche, Loch of the Island, Loch Va, Loch Avaha, Loch of the Drowning, which must recall some tragedy long ago, and Loch Achuren, the Loch of the Rowan. And rowans, of course, are special trees in Gaelic tradition because they're seen as a charm against evil spirits.
Water is a tremendous source of power, and for over 1,000 years the rivers and burns have been used to turn the wheels of machinery. Today the focus is on renewable energy, a field in which Scotland is a world leader. Plentiful natural resources of both water and wind are harnessed to create energy. Now, it sounds like a modern idea, but in fact water's been used to generate electricity in Scotland for over 100 years, providing around 10% of the country's electricity and around 40% of its renewables output each year. As your journey takes you north by the Tay and its tributaries, you'll see signs of the technology involved in Scotland's hydropower. Around 60 years ago, these rivers were altered, directing their waters to fill reservoirs, flow through aqueducts and pass through tunnels in order to feed the turbines of the power stations. The River Tummel, which flows into the Tay at Pitlochry, has 9 reservoirs and power stations along its course. Today, we're accustomed to a comprehensive electricity supply, but it was only after the Second World War that the national grid began to take electricity to everyone. The importance of Scottish hydropower increased, and by 1965, 78 dams and 54 large power stations had been built in the hills and glens in northern Scotland. Now, it's important that these massive construction projects are designed with care for the natural environment. The dams which hold back the reservoirs could prevent fish migration, so fish ladders were built to bypass these man-made barriers. Artificial steps of cascading water allow the salmon to continue their journey upriver to their spawning grounds. You can see a very good example of this at Pitlochry, where the 310-metre-long fish ladder is a popular visitor attraction. As the salmon make their way upwards through 34 pools, they're climbing a full 17 metres to reach the water level in the Fascally Reservoir above. Every year, around 5,500 salmon make this journey past the dam.